Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do part 2 of my holiday 2020 gift guide. Today we're going to be focusing on things for the kitchen for your foodie friends, as well as diving into some of my favorite kind of gym clothes slash loungewear. I've also got some book recommendations, a little bit of music, and I'm going to touch on some perfume. As I mentioned earlier, I'll do a whole video for holiday perfumes, but I did sort of curate a few perfumes that I thought I would kind of whip through today just to give you guys some ideas. So if you are interested in seeing part 2 of my holiday gift guide, then let's go ahead and get started. Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. We are going to attempt to do part 2 of my holiday 2020 gift guide. Today we're going to be diving into some more items such as kitchen. So I just want to mention a couple things for the kitchen. So my husband is a total foodie, and last year I bought him Fenix cookware. Now this has been a huge win. He loves them so much. I got this from Williams Sonoma. They always have fantastic Black Friday sales. And then I did want to mention that we bought an air fryer during this whole COVID time in order to kind of spice things up. And I will tell you, we absolutely love it. So I'm going to put the one that we picked up. Again, we bought it from Williams Sonoma on sale, but I have a feeling that it'll be hopefully on sale again on Black Friday. So I wanted to mention those. Okay, the next recommendation comes from my client as well as a fellow beauty junkie here on YouTube. This is from Lori, and Lori suggested that I get the Always pan. So I picked that up for my hubby today, and I have been seeing this on Instagram and I've been like, oh, I kind of want to try that, but I've got so many pots and pans already. But we're going to get another one because evidently this is like your one-stop shop pan, and this is supposed to do everything. It's supposed to steam food, cook food, the works, and I have been intrigued by them. So she said they are fabulous, so I had to go and pick it up. Will give you a heads up. The colors are limited, and I did have to pick up a lavender color for my hubby, but he will love that regardless. So I am so excited. So I'll put the information down in the description box, but I was able to partake of a sale, and it was super sale was the code. So I will leave that below in the description box, but I'm super excited about that because I wanted it too. So as I've mentioned, my hubby is sort of a foodie guy, and so anytime I get him anything that is food related, spices, pots and pans, those kind of things, those gifts go over really well. So one other thing that's a little bit more local but just kind of an idea is we have sort of a gourmet kind of grocery store called Provador here in Portland, Oregon, and they have interesting kind of ingredients from all over the world. And so for a fun gift, they actually sell their little Provador tote bags. And I went in and I just basically got different condiments, spices, different kind of pastas, rices, and that was kind of a really fun birthday gift that I got for him. And I think it would also make a great kind of gift for your foodie friends if you have someplace local that you can support. They usually will have kind of where you can create your own little gift bag. So I usually stick in a cookbook along with some spices and some other ingredients, and that seems to have gone over very big here in this family. So that's another idea. Then I'm also going to be picking up a spice gift set from Burlap and Barrel. Again, this was something that I have seen on Instagram, and they just look really fantastic. Now, it doesn't have to be from Burlap and Barrel, but I do find picking up little spice kits, anything that's going to jazz up people's cooking is always a great idea. So they have a couple different kind of collections here. They have the complete collection that I'm thinking about getting for Steve, but I don't know where we'll put this in our cabinetry area. They have the fundamentals, the adventurers collection, the chef's choice collection. And they also have a build your own. So I'm definitely going to be picking that up, but that's just kind of another idea. I love Penzies is another great place to pick up spices. Going into those kind of stores are always fun. They have like little gift packs, and I usually try to pick up some spices that I've never used before. I'm a huge fan of Ethiopian food, and I love the spice Bear. So if you see that in any of while you're looking at things, definitely pick that up. It's a fantastic spice to kind of jazz up any of your kind of foods, and I just think that one is one that I wanted to mention since I love it so much. But that is another kind of foodie idea. I also picked up some Stone Street coffee. One of his favorite chefs is Eric Repair. During, again, this pandemic time, Eric Repair would get on Instagram and do really fun kind of cooking demonstrations, making things easy for people. And I found out that he was selling this house brew coffee with Stone Street. And so I picked that up. So that's going to be a little fun kind of treat for him. And a quick little cookbook recommendation. My husband has been loving Soul. This is Todd Richards' cookbook. This includes 150 different recipes. It says a chef's culinary evolution, and just beautiful photography, fantastic recipes. So this would be a definite recommendation. Next category, we're going to dive into a little bit of books here, and I reached out to my good friend Alisa. She is also a fellow subscriber here. You might have seen her in the comments below, but she's just a wonderful person inside and out, and she also happens to be an expert. She is a librarian, and she is my book guru. So I asked her to kind of give me some book suggestions because I do live with a book lover as well, myself included. But my husband's Mr. kind of what I call him, Mr. Southern Intellectual. It may not be the type of books that are universally loved, where I knew she would pick out some of those. So for the history lover, she is recommending The Splendid and the Vile, a saga of Churchill family and defiance during the Blitz, and that is by Eric Larson. Then she's got a cookbook. I love Ina Gardner myself, and she has the Modern Comfort Food. That's a bestseller right now. Another cookbook that I'm going to recommend is, you guys, I love Megan Gilmore. And this is the Everyday Detox, you guys. This is going to have tons of healthy recipes. She's got several different books, but I love her recipes. They're just super good. And this would be a great healthy option. Honestly, for anyone, the recipes in here all taste fantastic. And so this is a great option for all your health food lovers. So definitely check that one out. Then she recommended the Bibliophile. This is for the book lover. This is on her coffee table. I'm definitely going to pick that one up for Steve. Then we've got for the nature lover. She got this for her husband, and he loves it. And it is What It's Like to Be a Bird by David Allen Sibley. So that one looks really interesting. Then she said, for any woman in your life, you need to get Untamed by Glennon Doyle. And then for our friends with a great sense of humor, I feel like all of us can use a little bit of sense of humor right now. This is David Sedaris's book, The Best of Me. Then it says, for anybody who needs an escape, again, I bet a lot of us need that, Ellen Hildebrand's 28 Summers. And then for the serious reader, we have The Vanishing Half by Brett Bennett. And then we've got a couple of the suspense kind of thrillers. I love that genre myself, and there are two that she's recommending. It is Goodnight Beautiful by Amy Malloy, and then The Last Flight by Julie Clark. So all of these are fantastic kind of book recommendations. I personally think cookbooks, books, all of those things are fantastic gift ideas. Pretty easy. Worst case, if they don't like it, they can re-gift it to someone else. So I never feel bad about giving people books as a present. Now, the next category is something that I'm going to be getting for my husband. And again, this is a recommendation from my friend Stacy. She is also a subscriber on this channel, but I was kind of asking her, we were laughing, saying that we were both the type who like tangible kind of gifts, and that our husbands are more the type that want books and music and things that may not be as easy to buy. Again, everybody has different kind of music they like, stuff like that. So she had given her husband a subscription to Vinyl Me Please. It is a club where they can pick out music monthly. I know my husband is going to love this idea, so definitely check out that idea. It looks like, yes, you can get an actual like vinyl record, but they seem to have some other choices as well. So that's going to be for your music lover. So thank you, Stacy, for all the help. I always have the worst time trying to buy it for my hubby. Okay, moving on to some of the kind of gym and lounge wear. I have a new brand of kind of athletic wear that I love. So this is from Viore, and this is the brand here. Right here is the tag, Viore. You guys, these are so soft. They are thin but warm, and I have just fallen in love with this brand. So this is their little sweatshirt here. I just have to tell you, this is like a really nice brand. So I have that. I am in love with the little joggers. So I am short, but these work fantastic for me. They have a little bit of a cinched in at the bottom, and these are just so comfortable. And I'm in the size extra small. They just lay really nicely on the body. They are so soft and comfortable. They also have some beautiful leggings if you're more someone who likes to wear leggings. Then I have a little matching kind of razor back kind of tank. This fit is going to be a little bit looser on the body, which I enjoy. I'll wear kind of like a little athletic jog bra underneath here, but I absolutely love that brand. I would definitely check them out. Super soft, super soft, super comfortable, and you don't have to wear it to the gym. You can just kind of wear that as your little house outfit if that is what you want to do. There's no judgment on my part, but I just find that those have been super fantastic. I'm ordering a set of those for my daughter as well. I really love the quality of those kind of gym slash loungewear. They have men and women's options, so I think this could be fantastic for all members of the family. These are just really nice quality, but I can tell you they're super comfortable to wear. So I've been really enjoying that brand and highly recommend them. Next category I quickly want to mention is the Slip Silk Company. I've given many Slip Pure Silk pillowcases to people as gifts. Those seem to go over really well. They're very protective for your hair and your skin and all that kind of stuff. They're just lovely to sleep on. So that's always a fantastic gift idea. I love their little silk little scrunchies for my hair. They come in little packs and you can kind of stick those in the stockings. I also love their silk masks. They are amazing, you guys, especially if you're going to be wearing a mask for a long time. They're very comfortable. They are supposed to be protective as well. And Those are something I definitely recommend. I've been having a lot of fun playing with different face masks, and I just find that that's the one that I reach for the most because it's just very comfortable and it really fits my face. Some of the other ones are a little bit big and kind of pouching out, so that's another one. They also have some adorable sleep masks in general. This was one that Alisa showed me that I thought was so cute. So definitely any of the items from that brand I've really enjoyed. So wanted to mention that. Then along that line, I also think it's really nice to gift people kind of like throws. So when my mom had passed away, two people had given me UGG throw blankets, and they're just like these cozy, really lovely blankets, and I just love them. And I was like, you know what, I am going to definitely give those out as gifts as well. These are just these kind of plush little throw blankets. They're fantastic to kind of cuddle up and watch a movie, so I definitely would recommend those just kind of as a generic kind of gift that I feel like anybody would enjoy. Any kind of throws, it doesn't have to be from UGG. I just know that the quality of those were really nice, super cozy. So those are always kind of a nice little idea as well. Another idea that always goes over well is giving out sleepwear, pajamas, robes. Those always tend to go over well because we tend to kind of not buy those things again for ourselves. One brand that I recently discovered, and I have not purchased these yet, but I am intrigued, it's called Aberjay. This is also has lingerie and things like that. You guys, when I went in and I was touching their pajamas, I was like, oh my gosh, these just feel like so luxe and so comfortable. I wanted to get them on the spot, but I think that's one that I'm going to explore that option. I also like to go to J. Crew. They have little kind of sets that are fantastic for like the gentlemen in your lives. I tend to get kind of some flannel kind of lounge pants and a comfortable kind of cotton tee for the men in my life. But I will put down some of my favorite recommendations of pajamas in the description box, but you get the gist. That's always a kind of nice little gift idea. We are going to conclude part 2 with perfume. As I said, we'll do some more in-depth kind of perfume reviews, but today I just wanted to kind of share a few brands and ideas of perfumes that I think would be fantastic for gifting. Now, with perfume, it can be very individual, so buying people perfumes can be a little bit tricky, but I do think it is a special gift. So first and foremost, you can ask the person if they have something that they would love to receive as far as a perfume kind of style. But today I just thought I would go through some of my favorites that I'm currently enjoying and give you a little description of why I love them so much. So my very first niche perfume ever was from Byredo, and this is Ball de Freak. You guys, I am just in love with this again. It just is so good. So this is going to be a little bit of a woody kind of floral fragrance. I just find it to be so comforting. To me, that's exactly what I would say. It's just like it's comforting to me. I find that it reminds me of simpler times, but Ball de Freak or any Byredo fragrances are really nice kind of gifts. They show up in packages like this, so it's going to have very nice presentation. When I mentioned that I was back on to Ball de Freak, many of you said you love Ball de Freak too. This one's going to be considered a woody oriental fragrance. So if you know someone who's in that genre that kind of likes those woody orientals, this does have a really unique kind of floral take on it. It has marigold in it. I would call this definitely could be unisex, probably leaning a little bit more feminine, but it's definitely not like, ooh, this is a feminine fragrance. This one is just an easy to wear everyday kind of scent. I love many from Byredo, but definitely want to spotlight Ball de Freak. Okay, a fantastic presentation and fragrance is from Penhaligon's. This is from the Portrait Collection, and this is Changing Constants. So this is again perfect for this time of year. This is an absolutely lovely, beautiful, warm, sweet fragrance. And check out the beauty and presentation from this brand. So this is Changing Constants. And you guys, this is just so cute. Number one, there is a story behind each little box. So they have several in the portraits line, but I highly recommend Changing Constants. This is salted caramel in a bottle, but it is scrumptious. I feel like any of your sort of gourmand lovers would really enjoy this fragrance. So the notes in here are cardamom, salted butter, caramel, pimento, as well as tobacco, vanilla, and cashmere. So you guys, this is a warm, scrumptious, delicious fragrance. It is perfect for Thanksgiving. I just love this one, especially when I want something warm and cozy, but a little bit kind of sweet and gourmandy. I can highly recommend this Changing Constants. This again is sort of a crowd pleaser. This one's going to get you compliments, and I will tell you, it is not cloying or overly sweet. This is very nicely blended. And again, I'm kind of showcasing some of the more presentation kind of fragrances because that's part of the fun of giving fragrance, is the whole thing, from the packaging to the bottle to the juice inside. So definitely recommend Penhaligon's Changing Constants, especially for this kind of cooler weather right now. Now, for those of you that live in warmer climates, and I'm always showing you sweaters and cozy kind of fragrances, and you're like, I can't wear that, I do have a new beauty that just launched that you definitely need to check out. This is from Mimo Paris, and you guys, look at the gorgeousness first of this box. So pretty. And then let's take a peek at this beautiful bottle. This fragrance is going to be perfect for anyone who lives in a warmer climate, or for your floral kind of orange blossom lovers. So first of all, you guys, this is based off a town in Portugal called Sintra that is absolutely kind of an idyllic, gorgeous kind of town. If you see the tile work on this box, this is evidently what this town is, sort of magical and beautiful like that. And then inside, you guys, I love this one, and you can wear this year round. This is orange blossom, marshmallow, and musks. So this is a true beauty. So this is a true beauty of a fragrance. I think it's going to work also for any of you that live in colder climates as well. I've been wearing it just as an escape as well. If you are familiar with Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian, this is going to have similar vibes with that. There is a marshmallow note in here. This is a little bit sweet. It's orange blossoms, but then it is tempered by the musks in here. So when I first smelled this, I was like, is this going to be a little bit too cloying or a little bit too sweet for me? And then I was like, as it dried down and the musks kind of took place on my skin, it was just absolutely gorgeous. And again, this is a beautiful kind of presentation of a fragrance. So Mimo Paris is an expensive brand, but they do beautiful fragrances, and this one is not to be missed, especially for anybody who's going to kind of love those light, kind of sweeter florals. I think that they'd be really thrilled with a fragrance like. Now, for your people that really love those oud rose combinations, I wanted to pull out and recommend Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and this is Oud Satin Mood. So this one is a beast of a fragrance, but it is just jammy rose goodness. A little goes a long way. So when I was trying out some of the ouds from this line, I laughed because some of them were just too much for me, where I became like an angry bee when I was wearing it. It was just too overwhelming. I love this Oud Satin Mood, but I do have to be careful. I'm someone who likes to spray on perfume and kind of have it smell really, really good. This one is strong. It is beast mode, and you're not going to want to put on more than a few, 1-2 sprays max, I would say. But my goodness, this is just a fantastic, deep, jammy rose. The longevity and sillage of this perfume is amazing. You're gonna smell it the following day. This is one of those that you totally smell. I often like to just kind of spray it out in the air and then walk through it instead of actually putting a lot on my skin because it can be a little bit overwhelming. But with that being said, this is just a gorgeous, rich, deep, jammy rose kind of fragrance that is just beautiful. So I love the whole line of Maison Francis Kurkdjian, but this one sort of came to mind for me as a gift idea for those who like those little bit stronger, bolder, kind of deep, rich kind of rose oud fragrances. Now, Chantecaille is still having their sale, and I really love their perfume as well. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of vetiver, and this is like my feminine vetiver. Is a kind of green, kind of earthy kind of fragrance. I just love it. And I love this one. This is a feminine vetiver. So if you have ever smelled Sycamore from Chanel, which is a unisex fragrance, this is sort of like the feminine version of Sycamore. Vetiver can be a more masculine kind of note. I love those kind of woody, kind of earthy fragrances, but of course I still like to be a little bit on the girly side, and I just absolutely love vetiver. I love frangipane for this time of year, and I've mentioned Calamantan, but those three are just sticking out. The whole entire line is beautiful, and this is a brand of perfume that none of them are offensive. So if there's a note that you really love, like gardenias, I would definitely look at the description lineup, and I would recommend like Patal as well as Tiare. So beautiful. Those are both gorgeous kind of gardenia based fragrances, as well as Le Wild. Le Wild is truly a gardenia, but kind of in this more earthy manner that I just love. So any of the Chantecaille fragrances, and I know that they are 25% off right now. I think those would make gorgeous gift ideas. So definitely wanted to mention those. Now another sale that is going on, and this is going to be for those of you that really want to go all out as far as presentation, but the House of Sillage is having 50% off of their limited edition bottles. You guys, these are absolutely stunning. So this is going to be for your true luxury fragrance lover. I would definitely tell you these are pieces of art. So this one is Passion de l'Amour. I absolutely love that fragrance. It might be my favorite fragrance from the entire line. I just always go back to this one. This one is going to be exotic, rich, luxurious. It smells fantastic. This again is sort of like a compliment getter. It's definitely can be unisex as well. Both men and women can wear this. I just love it. Another one of my favorites, and again, these limited edition are 50% off. This is Tiara. This is my Princess Diana fragrance. I just love this one. It's got a little bit of powderiness. This just makes me feel like feminine, special, and I just love it. It's really easy to wear. It's elegant, it's classy, and I just love that one. Now, as a safe bet, just in the signature line without any of the custom bottles, I would say Eau Bijou is going to be like your number one kind of safe bet from the House of Sillage. Everyone loves that. That is their global best seller. I love it. My daughter loves it. My husband loves the smell of it. Bijou is going to be like your blind buy that I find that anybody's going to really enjoy. So definitely those are on the kind of like really going out there. And then last but not least, a new obsession for me is from BDK Parfums. And you guys, I just have fallen in love with this brand, and I have Pas Ce Soir, and I've just been really obsessed with this fragrance. I also love Gris Charnel. There's many of them that I love. Poissonnière has been kind of my current obsession. This one kind of surprised me because it's got a lot of fruity elements in it, and I don't tend to go for those kind of fruity fragrances. This is a fruity floral with a warm base, so it kind of made sense as I was going through the notes as to why I love this so much. But in the opening of this, it has mandarin orange, ginger, and black pepper. So it's got a little bit of that floral citrus in there, along with a few kind of spices. And then in the heart, we've got orange blossom, jasmine, and the key note, quince. So quince is a fruit, and quince is sort of a hybrid between an apple and a pear, and it's also got a little bit of a tartness to it. So I almost want to say it's kind of between a Granny Smith apple and a pear, and it's got that kind of almost a teeny bit of a sour note, but it's not really sour. I think I'd rather go with tart, but it's not sharp. This perfume is perfectly blended. And then in the base, it's got everything I love. It's got cashmere, it's got amberwood, as well as Singapore patchouli. This has quickly become a favorite brand of mine. I just love the way this smells. This is just sort of a me fragrance. I feel like it's a sort of meshes really well with my chemistry. It is just a beautiful, well blended, gorgeous fragrance. And I feel like there's a little element of fun to this fragrance. So that may be what I'm craving right now, is something that's pretty, that's kind of warm, that's kind of fun, that's kind of playful. I just am absolutely loving Poissonnière. So far, I've just been really excited about this brand. All of the things I've tried so far, I have really loved, which is very rare within one sort of brand. So I'm so excited about that. Again, we'll get more into perfumes, but these are the ones that I would kind of be recommending overall. That's a little touch of fragrance for you. These are ones that I highly recommend, that I'm currently obsessed with. I tried to include a little bit of everything in these recommendations. Again, we'll do some more fun fragrance videos, but we could be here all day if we were just going to be talking about fragrance. Okay, you guys, this is going to conclude part 2 of my holiday gift guide. So as always, you guys, if anything pops up that's a super good deal or something that I've come up with as a gift idea, that I will go ahead and pop that up on my community tab. Oftentimes I don't have time to totally get on and do a video and create it in time, so that's where I will share those kind of breaking news items for you. But as always, you guys, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a healthy and safe holiday. I will be back with another video soon.